So did you guys manage to fucking sodomise my name while I was away?
No, we didn't bother. We thought that your face did that for it.
That is fair enough. Can we start the episode with that?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Anyways, how you guys doing? Everyone all right? Yeah, good.
Yeah, man, I'm
all right.
good. I'm good. It's been a while since we've done this. We took a little break in the middle of recording season 5. That's it. I remember what we're doing. I'm running an experiment. I'm dipping Bounty in tea. This is culture, prime culture.
Can I delete you from this call? Like, can I remove you from?
I'll be honest, right? That fucking sucks.
Yeah, it does. Because you know what it is, John? It not only is, but it probably tastes like racism too.
All right, guys, back again. Season 5 for another veritable bounty of absolute bollocks.
I went to the Lake District last weekend, and it was bloody lovely. It's a beautiful part of the world. So, congrats to anyone that lives there. But I was talking to this guy who lives out of a van. And he doesn't have Spotify, so he's not going to listen to this. So I don't really care. But he was talking about how him and there's a community of people that live in vans and lorries and stuff like that.
Yeah, homeless people.
He was telling me the
serial
story
killers.
about how he there's a thing where when you're driving, you whack off, which if you live in a van, I kind of get. But the unwritten rule is that you just launch it out of the window, you just kind of Spider-Man it out.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
But he was telling me this guy he knew, he once was getting pulled over by the police. And he just finished and it was all over himself. And so he couldn't just launch it. So he did the next best thing. He swallowed it.
Oh, God. Why does this keep coming up? This is the 3rd time I've heard this.
But Charlie, I'm realising that no one gave you a social cue for this.
That's not the next best thing.
What's quite funny, though, is the guy was talking, as freaks often do, as if they were the tonality of the ridiculousness of what they were saying was they were going, right? And you're like,
right?
No.
Yeah. They're just I got, was getting pulled over, so I had to just swallow it.
It's like, oh, when you're driving and having a wank, and you're like, no. And he's like, oh, and he keeps talking, and you go, nah, well, we fell at the first hurdle, didn't we?
But I'm just you had the passenger seat well there, that you could have just, flicked it.
I mean, if you're masturbating while driving, I think you just need to own being covered in some semen.
Yeah, exactly. Just be a shiny boy.
It might even get you off. Well, you already got off, but I don't know. Could you get them massively in trouble for that? Because they're like, well, that's ejaculate right there. So where'd it come from?
Well, yeah, it's an easy way of getting rid of it. Do you know what I mean? Your breath smells of jizz. I just sucked a dick. I wasn't doing it whilst driving, so...
Well, we call it returning it to the well.
It's recycling. It's a closed loop system.
That's...
Do like all of our listeners do and do it in a bin.
Right, guys, should we get into it?
Hello and welcome to The Thread of Gentlemen,
A podcast where we take a kamikaze dive into the best
and often worse tales the internet has to offer.
I'm Johnny.
I'm Ben.
I'm Charlie. And without any further ado,
I think we need to get this show started.
So this story is called Treat Yourself. AKA Treat Yourself. I had to take my child to A&E today.
Shame.
Sad.
We say sad, but we don't know what the kid did. I am a victim blamer. Look where you're going.
They've been skewered on the garden fork. As we stood in the entrance doorway, I treated myself to a final outdoor fart before stepping inside.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good.
we've all done it. It's good.
Yeah, respect that.
I like farting in rotating doors.
Oh, yeah.
Farting with friends.
Yeah, I call it a gift to the unknown. Yes, and so before stepping inside and lavishly and spectacularly shit myself.
I mean, best place to do it.
No, it's
not. Because it's not really an ailment, is it? It's probably a really inappropriate and terrible place to do it because you can't got to live with it.
When they ask you at the counter, when the queue's like 30 foot deep and people have got legs hanging off, and they're like, "Oh, what's wrong with you?" I've shit myself, and it's your problem.
Yeah. They're like, well,
yeah, you're going to get seen too quickly, right?
I'm a tax burden.
Is it a medical emergency? Yeah.
they just open your trousers and drop an Imodium in it and it goes down.
I've got a cup of shit in my pants and ready to go. Like, you wanted a sample? Here it is.
They just give you one of those like little cardboard hats.
The thing is, the upsetting reality is Friday at about 2 a.m. at A&Es across the country, a homeless man is doing that.
Gotta shit myself.
Grab some drugs.
Do you want to buy a hat? It's got fucking beans in it. By the way, just going back a little bit, lavishly and spectacularly shit myself. Like, that's like the Michael Bublé of defecation, isn't it?
Yeah. How do you lavishly shit yourself?
Dean Martin's playing in the background. That's how you lavishly shit yourself.
Are we talking like the guys wearing like, chinos, like a cream-coloured trouser so it's visible?
I'm thinking some kind of pirouette movement at the end.
Yeah.
So, I now need to sit in this for the next 6 hours while waiting for the NHS to do its thing. Go me.
No, you
don't. I'm sorry, but the kid's made its choice, you know?
The kid's made its choice. Abandon the kid. You can make more.
Exactly.
So he just sat there for 6 hours with a shit in his pants.
Yeah, but Bepanthen exists, you know? just accept you're going to be creaming it up the next day.
Can I, after dating a Greek lady for 5 years now, I actually...
Where are you going with this?
Be careful. Be
really careful.
I haven't asked her to marry me yet. But the thing is, right, is that I've learned the perfect word for this. The Greeks have the most perfect word for this. It's usually a culinary term, right? And the word is dravisi, right? And that basically is like when you are like, say, slow roasting a piece of beef, right? And the dravisi is like all the sauces, mixing and sharing. It's like, but over a long period of time, you let that shit.
Oh yeah. Do you know how I know this? Because this is the third fucking time you brought it up on the podcast.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's always about shit. And this guy, he's going to dravisi the whole hospital. That's going to work its way through all the halls. I think it will literally change the fibre of reality in that building.
Like Neo.
I just think if you're going to shit yourself in hospital, to go home. I mean, everyone's going to smell it. Everyone's going to kind of over time going to pinpoint it to you.
Yes.
Leave the kid.
I mean, the thing is, you could go to the counter and be like, "Hi."
Yeah.
So,
there's gowns. Can I borrow one? I'll take it off a dead person.
Can I buy one?
Now, the charity shop over there only has a knit hat, so I can't wear that.
Yeah. I've
But
got to sit here
you
for a
could do
while.
is give me some scrubs, and they'd be like, "Well, why would we do that?" And you'd be like, "I don't want to tell you."
Yeah.
But you're going to want to do what I'm asking.
The medical term, there's fecal matter in my trousers. So my bowel has evacuated itself into my pants.
I've got 2 folding Elizabeths.
I'm going to put this fiver across the table. I'm going to pretend to pay you, and then I'm going to slide it back.
Oh, that's horrible. I love the fact that it happened, but I hate the fact that he had to sit in it for, what did he say, 6 hours?
I mean, it's the NHS.
So yeah, probably.
He's probably still there. I'm in the same place that you are, where it's like, how do you lavishly shit yourself? And I can't stop thinking of Louis Spence. How would he shit himself with some sort of weird lisp? What is that lisp thing he's got? Just from too much cock in his mouth, I reckon.
John, that's the best reference I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it?
I've got to Google who Louis Spence is now, but
Charlie, when you find out.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That shit came out wearing leopard print.
I imagine it came out covered in cum.
Do you know what? That, from what I'm getting, it sounds like this was the Liberace of shit.
Yeah.
All right, guys, this is Johnny. Just letting you know that we have a brand new Thread of Gentlemen YouTube channel where you can watch us record this episode and many others like it. We've got lots of exclusive content over there, like our Stinky Fish Food Challenge. So if you're a fan of the podcast, you're enjoying the show, make sure you come hang out with us over on YouTube. Just search Thread of Gentlemen on YouTube and hit that like and notification bell. All the best.
Right, well, here is the Cookie Monster.
Ooh. The Cookie Monster.
This is going to be revolting.
And this was emailed in, but they wanted to remain anonymous. So
it's going to be double revolting.
This is normally quite a good sign.
Yeah. It's also usually that it's the sign of some kind of body fluid mixed with an actual written crime.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we had this teammate. He was a manky bastard, smelled like BO and stale beer.
Oh, I bet you he liked eating Monster Munch.
We know the guy. His name was probably Kevin.
Yeah.
We are out on the booze.
Nah, fuck off, Greg.
We're out on the booze and walking to the next pub on the annual rugby club pub crawl. He was constantly going on about wanting a gram of gear. They put in brackets cocaine, like we wouldn't get it, but whatever. We then get to the next pub. The pub is owned by one of the boys from the rugby team. Important later.
Ooh.
Okay, so we came into the pub smashed as fuck, and we're all making a racket. The lad who owns the pub asked us to be on our best behaviour as the normal punters are in, and we are annoying them. While we got the telling off, the teammate from early had disappeared.
Not a good sign.
Yeah. But we know where he's going. Half an hour later, he turns up and is in 100 times worse state than before. He's bouncing about like a frog on speed. We sat him down at the bar so the sober guy who owns the bar could keep an eye on him. We then see a trail of what looks like chocolate chip cookies trailing along the floor towards the bar stool he's sitting on. One of the lads in his mad with it state goes down to pick up said cookie.
No.
Yeah.
If it's brown and it's on the floor.
If it's on a pub floor, leave it. That's the golden rule there.
Unless you put it there, don't pick it up.
Yeah. So plot twist, it was not a cookie.
No shit, Sherlock.
Yeah. It was a honking jobby blob splattered like a Subway double chip cookie on the floor.
Wait. Say that again. That entire sentence. Say it again.
It was a honking jobby blob splattered like a Subway double chocolate cookie on the floor.
Honking jobby blob. Who says our listeners are not poets, man? That goes up against Shakespeare.
Oh, no, I stand by it. They are some of the most eloquent fuck-ups I've ever heard.
Wordsworth's got nothing on this guy. So now,
jobby blob.
Detective mode kicks in. Our aim is to find out how this brown chocolate cookie poo goo ended up on the floor.
These guys really won't leave the fucking hat. They're going for another grab.
Yeah. I would
Find
run out
another
of the pub. If I was with someone and they'd shit on the floor of a pub and it was clearly going to be them that shit on the floor of a pub, you could leave the pub, go find a Wetherspoons. It's probably okay in there.
Oh, wow.
I have it on fairly good authority. It's also not okay in a Wetherspoons.
Yeah.
Is it? So once we followed the
There's a reason they laminate the menus, Charlie.
So you can't wipe with them.
It's good for scraping. Once we followed the brown brick road, we found our teammate passed out with his chinos in a shade of chocolate. Brown brick road is wonderful.
That's amazing.
We panicked and tried to sneak him out to the smoking area to avoid us all getting kicked out and pissing our bar-owning teammate off. In the process of trying to move him, we made the trial of Jobby worse. We got caught, kicked out, and Shitty Pants' girlfriend picked him up. He stained her white car seats brown.
Oh, no.
Why she got white car seats?
Wanker.
Yeah. We're now calling him Cookie Monster. We found out that he got his cocaine, and we're 100% sure it was not actually cocaine, but a laxative he put up his sniff pipe. Moral of the story, don't snort drugs and shite all over your friend's pub. That's good advice.
That's a strong moral. Aesop would have respected
advice.
that one.
Yeah. But if you're this person's friend, you're walking away.
Oh, yeah.
Long before any of this happened.
You take a picture and then you walk away.
Yeah, am I the prick for saying that? Do you know what I mean? Like, am I the bad guy here? No.
But you know, the thing is as well, is like you're saying, oh, you're the bad friend for saying you'd leave him. I'm the bad friend because I think I would be the one that would sell them the laxatives. And then be like, right, guys, give this 25 to 45 minutes. This night is going to change.
Yeah. But then you're like, oops, I put the anthrax in. Oh, well.
The night is still changing.
Oh, boy.
That's not my fault. I was surprised you didn't do that on the stag do.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. There's one reason why I didn't do that, Charlie.
Go on.
I didn't think of it.
Fair enough. Touché.
Back in season 1 or 2, I cannot remember. And I'll be honest, I didn't remember. I got reminded about this. Like 3 people have reminded me about this. We made mention to a story. It's an internet famous story called The Poop Knife. And we said we were going to cover it. And then I'll be honest with you, I forgot. But
Fair
people
enough.
have been asking for it. So now we're going to do it. The Poop Knife.
Trebuchet that shit at our audience, John.
Fucking trebuchet, man.
The people have spoken.
I nearly bought a trebuchet the other day. I did a big Amazon order and it was in my basket for like the longest time. And I looked
And then-
I thought I bought it. I was expecting it to come and it didn't come.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, and then you stopped drinking.
Never.
All right, here we go. The Poop Knife. My family poops big. It's big. Maybe it's genetic. Maybe it's our diet. But everyone births giant logs of crap. That would concern me if it's all of you.
Yeah, I mean, they're having macaroni and cheese for breakfast. Continue.
Yeah, absolutely.
If anyone has laid a mega poop, you know that sometimes it won't flush. It lays across the hole in the bottom of the bowl, and the vortex of draining water merely gives it a spin as it mocks you. Did anyone else think that sounded like Dr. Seuss? It lays across the hole in the bottom of the bowl.
It does now you say it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've never had one of those. Like
What, really? Where it just lays across and you got
Yeah,
it
I've
won't
never had
break?
one with a Leviathan.
Never like a,
Leviathan?
a floater, just sit there.
No, I've
just
had that where it's
taunting you, where it's just like
you
you beg for it to flush, but
I know I've had turds do the Michael Flatley on me, but like not like to the point where it's like a fucking California redwood refusing to go down a dam. Like it's.
Have you never had one just get wedged and you're like, oh, for God's sake, get the coat hanger, the kettle ain't going to do this.
John's been looking at that going,
Get the
yeah,
boot
I've been having my fruit and fibre.
Oh, yeah, but we've all had them. We've all had
absolutely.
them.
Can't say I have.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
It's
Right. He
mostly
says-
because it comes out molten.
That's IBS, Ben.
Yeah, I think so.
Wait, you guys are having solid poops?
What do you mean you don't bleed?
Right, growing up, this was common enough. So, just to go back there, talking about their massive logs getting stuck. Growing up, this was a common enough occurrence that our family had a poop knife. It was a rusty old kitchen knife that hung on a nail. Okay, only to be used for that purpose.
So the hills have eyes. It's unbelievable.
Ma, get the poop knife.
This one's gonna need the spoon. Janet, get the shovel. Oh no, they use the soup blender on the real bad ones.
What, the handheld one?
Yeah, the little fucking yeah, that or like the dad. He's too big. He uses one of those things that mixes cement. That you attach to the end of a screwdriver.
Yeah, mixer. Oh man, I think I think it's got to be like billiards. The only thing strong enough to break up one of those turds is another one of those turds. Ma, this one's a 2-jobber.
Yeah, just build the tower. Do you know?
Yeah,
my
build it
God.
up, man.
John's definition that 2 wrongs, in fact, do make a right. Oh my God, the fact that they have you know what it makes it worse is it's the fact. It's very subtle in the detail, but it's the fact that you call it the poop knife. It's like it pronounces itself as the tool.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, we've all been there when the washing machine hasn't been on overnight, and you're like, "Fuck, I've got to spread toast with a spoon or something," or which credit card do I not need?
You just use your finger.
And then you see that on the wall, and you think, well, I mean, I could wash it, I could scrub it.
I mean, do you think this sounds like the kind of family that when the knife's missing, they just go full focaccia on it? They just get their hands involved.
That's not anything I want to think
Full
about.
focaccia.
They pour olive oil on it and push their fingers into it.
And knead it out of there.
Yeah. But it's like the wrist twist with it as well as they squeeze.
Oh, man. Okay, so this is a common enough occurrence that they've got a fucking
Is it
implement
weird that
on
I've
the
got a
wall.
bit of a phobia of like putting my hand down the toilet?
No, I'm with you on
Okay,
that. I used
good.
to,
Yeah, I think
as a
that's normal.
kid, I couldn't even look in it.
Really?
Yeah,
You couldn't look in the
actually,
toilet?
like the paper, like shredding in the water would make me go.
Really?
No. No one can turn around. This is the best thing about this weird, not phobia, but fucking like, just ick that I got over something like that is, go on, just be the contrarian argument to that. And I want to hear somebody convince me that it's okay, because it just sounds like a funny argument.
Yeah, no.
Do you know what I mean?
I mean, your stuff's your stuff, but like, it's weird.
It's not the worst thing in the world. You're like, I can't look at a toilet without feeling
To be honest, it's not
slightly
even
icky.
the worst thing that's been said in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's true.
You'd be all right.
Yeah.
These guys have got a fucking poop knife hanging on the wall. A rusty poop knife as well.
The fact that it's rusty as well means that
Yeah.
it retains its moisture
It's
after
been
use.
there a number of years. It's going to smell. It's like, imagine, no.
They've actually managed to make metal smell. They've stained metal with smell.
I think it's not rust, it's just E. coli on there.
Yeah, is it rust or is that just poo?
Yeah, exactly.
That's just
It's
still
only a
on
week
there.
old.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Prost. Ugh.
Rust.
Yeah.
Right, so yeah, this is normal enough occurrence that they've got a fucking poop knife. Anyway,
Sorry, go on.
it was
I've got more points to come on this, but go on.
it was normal to walk through the hallway and have someone. No, this isn't normal.
That word should not appear in any paragraph in this story.
It was normal to walk through the hallway and have someone call out, "Hey, can you get me the poop knife?"
Oh, fucking hell. The only time I think
not
you can
normal.
honestly say with this story that you say normal is you go, and as is normal, after using the knife, you committed Sabuku. Like, fucking,
exactly.
Do you know what I mean? It's,
Oh God, I thought it was a standard bit of kit. You have your plunger, you have your toilet brush, and you have your poop knife. It's not. It's not standard.
My issue is not with the kid. Like, I get why you think that's normal.
yeah. If they had a kid that was called Greg, he'd use a katana.
Yeah.
Well, you say it's not an issue with the kid. The next word is fast forward to 22.
Then okay, that's on them. They should know
That
better.
is on them.
They
Do
have
you know what
food-
bothers me is they share it. You know? You don't even have
You have your own poop knife.
knife, yeah.
Well, because it sounds like if you need someone to go and get it, it's not an every shit kind of occurrence.
This is a heavy family, isn't it? Because
If
if you
it-
need the knife to be within proximity, it
It's
means
a-
it's happening enough.
It's a heavy family with bad plumbing, so yeah, they probably need
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, keep going.
Why is there a
Where do they store it? It doesn't
They
matter.
need a Bible
Doesn't
next to
matter.
it. Yeah. Why do they store? Like, there's a nail in the wall.
Is this outside? Is this like? I mean, doesn't matter. John, keep going.
Yeah. You
Well,
know what?
see,
I'm
I
asking
picture
too
this
many questions.
as them having an outdoor toilet because they're that sort of family. But he's just said you would walk down the hallway. So they do have indoor electricity and water, these people. They don't live in a hill.
I didn't know that sheds had hallways.
So fast forward to 22. It's been a day or two between poops and I'm over at my friend's house. My friend was the local dealer, for fuck's sake.
Fuck.
Of course, yeah.
Right, here we go.
You know what I love about this is it could go away where they get shot.
Yeah, with or cut with the poop knife.
4 words has just painted the biggest picture of everything.
John, that's where fucking COVID came from. That knife, somebody got cut with it.
This family has like a sofa and half a truck on their lawn.
Yes.
Right, so he's over at his friend's house. My friend was a local dealer and always had guests over. because you can't buy weed without sitting on your ass and sampling it for an hour. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I excuse myself and lay a gigantic turd. I look down and I see that... Jesus Christ. All right. I look down and I see that it's a sideways one.
I want to see a sideways one. I
imagine it's just a log that's wedged sideways.
How?
Like a hammerhead. I can't imagine it any other way.
Basically, it's a turd that's planking.
Did he do a little pivot while it was on there just to kind of get...
You're laying it out like you would do, like when you put a steak in a pan.
Yeah, you lay away from you, do you know what I mean?
Christ. Right, so I look down and see that it's a sideways one, so I crack the door and call out for my friend. My friend arrives and I ask him for the poop knife. My what? Your poop knife, I say. I need to use it, please. And he says, what the fuck is a poop knife?
Yes, correct.
Obviously he has one.
Answer.
Obviously he has one, but maybe he calls it by a more delicate name. A fecal cleaver. A dung divider. A guano glaive. Explain what it is.
Wouldn't you just have two questions in that moment? There's only two questions that you can have at that moment. You go, what have you done and what are you about to do?
Can I just all right, I get it. I get the science behind the poop knife. I don't want to admit it, but I get it. But I can't help but think that tongs would be better.
John, I'm glad that you understand the mechanics of how a knife can help out with the poop.
Would not be better.
Yeah, you're just mashing the problem.
If you're picking it up, tongs are better.
Surely the solution to this is not another tool. It's a visit to a doctor.
Yeah, but you haven't got a doctor there with you. I'm saying if you need something to get out of Dodge, rather than chopping it up and ruining a poop knife, get the tongs, feed it halfway down the U-bend, give it a really powerful flush, and off it goes like a fucking toboggan. Spatula? What?
Yeah, because you fucking chop that bitch down and then fold it. You can
I don't want to get involved in. I don't want to get involved in the chopping. I think that the problem here is purely trajectory, not size.
What has this guy done to us?
I don't know.
Okay, I've had a brainwave. Toilet brush. That will do it.
No, that's going
to ruin it, man.
And
Charlie,
then you hold
the problem.
Let it spray around.
You're not making soup, Charlie.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? The thing is, and if this thing is that strong, okay, that's got the consistency of clay. That's not coming out of those bristles.
Yeah.
Then walk away. What are you asking?
Yeah, no, that would be the option. Just leave that in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with the tongs, you could grab it and put it in the sink and really fuck up someone's day. Bye. Thanks for the weed.
Your poop dustpan and brush? Where's your poop knife?
Where's your poop knife?
But the problem's on the parents. The parents have got to warn the kid of being this ain't normal. Just FYI,
we're weird.
This is fine in our house, but this
But do you think it's gone down generation to generation of, let's say, Texan, because
this was your grandpa's poop knife.
Yeah,
been in the family for 400 years.
This poop knife was used in the Civil War.
It's going to be exactly that, isn't it?
Robert E. Lee blessed this poop knife.
Right, so I explain what it is and why I want it. He starts giggling, then laughing. Then lots of people start laughing at me. It turns out the music stopped and everyone heard my pleas through the door. It also turned out that none of them had poop knives. It was just it was just my fucked up family with their fucked up bowels. Fuck my life.
Yeah.
I told this to my wife last night. Who was no, don't do that. Let that die with you. I told this to my wife last night, who was amused and horrified at the same time. It turns out that she did not know what a poop knife was and had been. Oh God! How did this get worse? It turns out she didn't know what the poop knife was and had been using the old rusty knife hanging in the utility closet as a basic utility knife. Right. There's so many things to unpack there. So, A, she's living with your family. Why does she need a utility knife?
I'm gonna leave the podcast right now.
I actually think this might be the end of days.
Yeah,
it's
We got to season 5. We had a good run, man.
The poke knife is the lowest of lows on this thing. It's just there's so much to unwrap.
So,
I think I can save it.
Please save it.
Because he does finish with a small glimmer of hope from betwixt the cheeks of shame.
We use a fork now.
Yeah, we bought a new poop knife. No, thankfully she didn't cook with it, but did use it to open Amazon boxes. She will be getting her own utility knife now. What is this family, man? Why are they armed and why are their shits so big?
America.
Get the poo shotgun.
Get the poo trebuchet.
I bet a poo shotgun. Poo trebuchet is a wonderful idea.
It is. Right, so what are we saying that's a piece of video content? We're going to, Charlie, I reckon, back in your garden, yeah? Open up one of your upstairs windows.
Yeah.
Let's load that motherfucker up and see whether we can get a shit in your house.
I was thinking we go anywhere else, maybe your garden. Maybe we do it inside your house. No, get a cow pat and trebuchet and see how far we can trebuchet.
You can't pick up a cow
into a field
pat.
of cows.
Nah, listen, here's the thing.
Cow pats aren't pick-upable.
Yeah, let's just... Listen, we could all make poos, I assume.
Okay. We launch a human shit into
some cows.
into seagulls and see how they fucking like it.
Yeah.
If you want to see this, audience at home, just send us some money.
We went viral again on TikTok, so thank you for everyone who got involved in that. We had it was 60,000 views on something. It was another one of the nicknames, the guy called Soup, because he wasn't as thick as his brother Stu. So some of the comments were amazing. There was a guy called Butter because he liked to spread information about his colleagues. Nothing special, but there was a kid in my school who brought in a cheese string once for lunch. His name was Cheese for the next 4 years. Someone at work named a new starter Warren because he was an ugly cunt. I didn't really get that one. I named an old colleague Bacteria because he stunk and his eyes were that far crossed that when he cried, tears would run down his back. Bacteria. And there was a guy who commented just saying podcasting equipment is far too affordable.
Nice.
So thank you for that one, mate.
That's my favourite comment of all time because honestly...
That's my favourite because you had to endure something that you didn't enjoy to then do that comment. If I watch any content on YouTube and don't enjoy it, I just stop watching it.
Very quickly, yeah.
I loved it. That was my favourite comment. Absolute favourite. I had a proper giggle over that. So a few people have mentioned about doing an agony aunt section because I think we might have done it in one of the seasons for an episode. And people were saying, well, where's it gone? So I thought, well, we shall bring it back.
So we are your agony uncles until we think of another better name for this.
This is a question, okay?
Go.
The lady asks, was this reasonable revenge? So the aim of this section, we have to decide, is this reasonable or did she go a little bit too far? This is Thread of Gentlemen, so I'm guessing she went way off the fucking map.
Murder.
Was this revenge reasonable? My boyfriend cheated on me. Oh, sad face. So I hooked up with his dad.
Oh, wow.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, no. See, because at the moment, hold on, before you give us this, I'm not going to say that's unreasonable.
Right, so at this point you're thinking, yeah, that's okay.
No, it's just at this point I'm just probably just fucking separate. Just go your separate ways.
Yeah.
But fucking his dad, he's like, oi, you fucked my dad. And she's like, well, yeah, but you kind of fucked someone else too. So
I feel like that's worse because it's a member of your family. You can't cut ties with
It's a good comeback.
Yeah.
I mean, you've won.
Yeah, you won that fight.
Yeah.
When none of us is saying this is a moral superiority game. It's just that if you were to make a scoreboard, you got more points.
Yeah.
If you were America and you were dating, Nagasaki, I mean, you've won. Anyway, so my boyfriend cheated on me, so I hooked up with his dad. His dad came in the condom, and when he left, I put the cum from the condom all over a donut, and I made a glazed donut for my boyfriend. When he got home from work, I watched him take a big bite out of it. He ate a bite of a donut with his dad's cum on it. Was this reasonable revenge?
No.
Keep in mind, when you're deciding whether this was reasonable or not, that my boyfriend cheated on me in block caps.
Yeah, but you did the same to him, and then you got the extra plus package on top of it.
Like, you won that argument and some.
Yeah. But that doesn't make it right,
No.
I could go into a nursery and absolutely be like the heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make it right.
You've ended everything ever.
It's Anthony Joshua versus Madeleine McCann. Like, it doesn't make it right.
I've got no words for this.
And yeah, he's searching for them. He's looking.
It's a massive fucking overreaction.
Yes.
I think you went too far. I
think you did. But like, I feel like I would know pretty quick when I was biting into the donut. Like, hey, stop, shoving it right. You know.
You didn't say anything last time, so
No, that's because I knew. Hey.
My dad's got a vasectomy, so
yeah, but there's still juice.
Nah.
Yeah.
Because the thing is as well, this is where I'm now glad that he had prostate cancer, because no prostate, that's gone. He's just shooting ghost loads now.
Firing dust and lining.
Yeah, he's got a phantom load.
Does he have to add hot water and stir?
I didn't know there was a highlight to prostate cancer. But
I like this
we're
because
here.
I'm literally going, I'm like, ha, you can just fuck my dad and I'm not going to eat any of it. Oh, well, if you've got any questions, don't send them in.
No, dude, I want to
wanna
hear,
more.
like, what have you got that tops that? Right, we challenge you, listeners. What's your biggest
you don't have to top
overreaction?
that. You just send us in and we'll
No, you
answer your
do.
questions. But
Yeah.
just,
So things for this season, we've got Agony Aunt going on. We got Fuck You, Greg, which we've got a couple come in, and I'm waiting for loads to do a full thing, but some of them are fucking amazing.
Charlie, where are they sending in their questions?
You are sending them in to stories at thethreadofgentleman.com. Okay, let's put this to bed with the weirdest shit you ever did when you were horny.
Drunk my dad's jizz, apparently.
Some of these are insane. One person giving a girl I liked a ride home after school one day, and she showed me her boobs when I dropped her off. Awesome. With my teenage
Nice.
body just overflowing with testosterone, I decided to jerk it while driving home. I didn't think it through and had not thought about it where I was going to finish, and I just bricked all over my clothes. Bricked is the first time I've ever heard that as a phrase, but I quite like it.
We've had it already. Driving
This is a nice
jizzes.
bookend,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Why are we fucking?
I don't know why we come full circle, but we are.
Is this more common than I'm giving it?
Apparently
credit
so. So he bricked all over his clothes and finished the ride home with the worst post-nut clarity of my life, smelling like an oyster.
Oh, he's a shiny boy.
Okay, it doesn't get any better. So
No, because the thing is, that's just a rapidly cooling blob.
I mean, this guy saw a boob, so there's, he's winning out of all of them, really.
Yeah.
When I was a horny teen, I got one of those latex gloves, filled it with lube, and stuck it between the mattress and box spring. Then went to town on it. A solid 2 out of 10 experience.
That's a 2 out of 10 experience. So what's he doing? He's fucking a glove. That's what's happening.
Yeah. Weirdest shit you ever done when you're horny? A lightly microwaved banana peel. I feel like there's some. I don't get that, and I don't want to get that. John gets this.
Hey, Mr. Tallyman, telling me banana. I love that, man. Listen. What are you going to do? You're going to put it straight in the little fucking green bin. No. Get another use out of it, boy.
That is so.
Oh,
grim.
you put your dick in the banana
So
peel.
grim. Yeah, Charlie, don't worry. I was.
What did you think
I
they were
have no
doing with
fucking
it?
idea. What the fuck is this?
Is he making fucking banana bread the wrong way? Like, what the hell's going on? And you're like, so what are you going to do? You're going to like slap that round your Johnny, like one of those fucking like wristbands that you get at a party?
I love that he's fucking a banana
So it's just
skin. That's got to be sure. That's worse than wanking into a bin.
Well, it gets worse, right? This person took a photo of my own ass and beat to it thinking it was hers.
So he whacked off
A picture of his own ass.
Of his own
Yeah.
hole.
One guy jerked off to his crush's house on Google Earth. You've got problems.
That's serial killer territory.
Yeah.
That's determination,
baby
isn't
reindeer
it? Oh,
territory.
I bet she's in there.
Oh, look at that fucking, those.
Look at the chimneys.
Look at that roof lino. Ooh.
Oh, look how neat her lord is.
When I was 10 to 12 years old and just figuring it out, I used to hump a book. The book was Rip Van Winkle.
When you say figuring it out, I think you might have messed. You forgot to carry the one there, kiddo. That's not figuring anything out.
Guys, it gets worse.
Stop saying
No,
that.
it can't.
Because I don't want to know
it can't.
that.
This one person blew out a ripe cantaloupe. One person beat my meat to Shrek. Why this?
Wait. Right, two things, right? Firstly, don't skip past the cantaloupe. I'd like to explore that a little bit more. Second of all, Shrek, like the film or the character?
Well, no, I feel like this is
Does
just
that
you know the person we
matter?
had recently that was just kind of like whacked off to the Queen's funeral.
Hey now, you're an all-star.
I feel like
Good
it's just
game
kind of
on.
like A happened at the same time as B. It wasn't because of each other. It was just like,
clam into
Well, you don't think he was there with the TV ties? And going,
yes,
Liz's
Shrek,
funeral's on.
now's time.
Get the Kleenex.
I think it's just like, okay, I can go.
I can climb up to Lord Farquhar.
Shrek is on. I mean, it's not the
I
worst.
will never watch Shrek the same way.
The way you just said Shrek is on will forever live in my memory.
Oh, I enjoy that one with the
He's having a
kids.
fucking great night when it says Puss in Boots, right?
Okay, settled for man cheeks. Holes is holes. You're right. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, do what you want.
Darling, that's a new one, man. Holes is holes.
It's not wrong.
Settled for man cheeks. Holes is holes. Right. I think I've been thinking about this for a while that we should all get matching Thread of Gentleman tattoos. I think that might have to be the tattoo.
Holes is holes.
Holes is holes.
What was the preface to it, sorry, Matt?
Settled for man cheeks.
Settled for man cheeks. Do you know what? Worst movie sequel title name of all time. Settled for man cheeks. 2. Holes is holes.
I'm pretty sure that's already on Pornhub.
Oh, Christ. By pretty sure, do you mean you're 100% sure?
Yeah, I'm in it.
Holes be holes.
Holes be holes, yo.
Okay.
Once a hole, always a hole.
Okay, I'm just gonna remind you of the title. The weirdest shit you ever did when you were horny. One time I hit a deer and totaled my car in the pitch black middle of nowhere while whacking it driving.
What is going on with all these people? Why did Bambi have
There's
to
no
go?
way he did not throw it in Bambi after that. There is no way on this planet.
Throw it in Bambi.
He chucked it in Bambi.
He thumbed it in. Holes is holes, man.
Holes is holes.
Guy's probably like, not bad, pretty quiet time. And then that happens. And the brain just must go, oh God!
And what is it with people that are whacking it off whilst driving at the moment?
What is going on?
That's
Thing is, now I'm going to be like on the school run, I'm aware that I can't see anybody waist
Yeah.
down. Like, who knows what's happening?
Yeah, but I feel like there'd be like a shoulder shrug that would suggest that something's happening. Holes is holes.
holes is holes. Okay, lotion in a Ziploc bag between two very pooty leather couch cushions. On my knees, it was perfect weight height. Went to town on that couch probably 20 times. Felt amazing. I pretended it was a big, beautiful, large black woman. I miss her.
This guy owns a poop knife.
Or you're in prison already.
When he says I miss her, does he mean like the black woman or the couch? Holes is holes, man.
Holes is holes, and here's.
I put it to our audience. I dare you. I double dare you. I triple fucking dare you to say that next time you're having sex.
Here's one. I think this is all right. I let the one-ear girl suck me off in the bus stop when I was 17.
The one-ear
What's that?
girl.
But why is it the one-eared girl? Why is it not I let a one-eared girl? Like, who's
How many?
Well, because there's only
Yeah,
one.
but that's what I mean.
in
Though,
the town.
that suggests to me that she's like the local pariah.
Yeah, there's only one in school. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Listen, there was an accident with the poop knife, and now she can't hear too good on her left
one-eared
side.
girl.
She's mono girl.
The thing is, she could be just absolutely smoking hot. Be like, it's the one-eared girl, isn't it?
yeah, absolutely.
Thing is, you would stand on the other side of her and just whisper.
Do you know, I had a teacher with one ear, okay? And the only reason why I bring it up is because holes is holes.
Holes is holes.
The only reason I bring that up is because he was my teacher for 10 fucking years. All right? You never get used to it.
Do you think he would get like money off headphones?
Oh, fuck.
Half right. I mean, just take the
Exactly.
left one.
Apple AirPod. That's horrible. But also, how did he wear sunglasses? Like, I'm really invested in this teacher. of yours
Get out
now.
my head.
I fucked a wet floor sign more than once.
What's a wet floor sign? And how do you...
I imagine a sign that says wet floor.
The yellow wet floor sign.
Okay. Now, the reason I asked is because that's where I went with it. And I went, how are you...
For our audience, right? Me and Charlie, we both have our heads in our hands.
I jerked off to horse and zebra asses and vulvas once when I was bored and horny. Never did it again, though.
John...
That doesn't make it
It
okay.
does, because... It's holes, man. I'm afraid to say, moving
Stripey hole.
forward, it might change my outlook on everything now.
All right, two left. Jerked off in a cardboard box in my garden.
All right, Solid Snake.
I'm all for this. I
John.
I mean,
John.
great reference.
The thing is, like, you did it, and then your neighbour went, huh? And a little exclamation mark went up because
Exclamation mark.
Oh, you nailed the noise as well. I'm going to find that. If I can find the audio of that, that's going in. Okay, last one. I was doing a doggy style with wife. With wife.
With wife.
I was doing a doggy style with wife.
I was doing a doggy style with wife.
I was doing doggy style with wife.
Very horned up. I put my finger somewhat deep in arsehole. Pulled it out. There was you know what about the size of toothpaste you would take on brush. Then in the heat of the moment, I did you know what. I don't know what that is. Thankfully, she never saw or realised, and the secret would be buried with me. For a few weeks, I was worried I would get sick, but now it's been years since then.
Oh, God,
So
he
the
ate
you
it.
know what is he ate it. That's not a you know what.
Don't say you know what. Yeah.
No one knows. No one
No,
knows.
there's not you know what.
Also, Charlie, can you just read the beginning of that in a Yorkshire accent for me? Because
I was doing it doggy style with wife. Very horned up. I put my finger was somewhat deep in asshole. Pulled it in.
No. Right up, chop.
Right up shithole. There was you know what about the size of toothpaste you wouldn't take on brush. And then in a heat of moment, I did you know what. Somehow Geordie as well. Thankfully, she never saw or realised. A secret be buried with me. Weird. Don't do that.
God.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I did an anal sex.
I want you to read all of these in a Yorkshire accent now. That was great. Charlie, can you say one more thing for me in a Yorkshire accent? Holes is holes.
Alls is alls.
Holes is. I think that's the episode title, isn't it?
Actually, they don't even say that in fucking Birmingham. They just go Downald.
Donuts is donuts.
Downald is Downald.
At least my dad hasn't come on this one.
Look at me, Downald.
Alls is alls.
Alls is
Holes is
alls.
Alls is alls, lads. Let me tell you one thing. Alls is alls. Your mum, your nan, doesn't matter. All's his halls.
It's so funny. The genius of it, because holes is holes.
No, it's not. It's not at all. A zebra and
You don't have to agree with the commitment to it, but you agree with the statement.
I don't agree with the
Holes is holes, man.
A zebra and Taylor Swift ain't the same, man. They just...
All right, fucking, let's wrap this shit show up.
Well, yeah, holes is holes. Thank you for putting this one in your holes this week.
Well, we know the episode name.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Guys, thank you so much for listening, and make sure that you subscribe on YouTube, give us a little like and follow on TikTok. I've stolen Charlie's place because the holes in holes thing is just like rewritten my fucking brain. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's all yours, John.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you so much for listening. We will catch you next week. Alls is alls.